This is a ND filter, and this is a very good ND filter. You just spent $1,500, $2,000 on the lens, so why would you put one of these on top of your lens to make your footage look trash? And no, this video is not sponsored in any way. What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Luca. I'm a filmmaker based in Bali, Indonesia. And today we're talking about ND filters and why you should actually care what brand, what style, how much do you spend on ND filters, why does it matter so much. And if you're new here, leave a like, subscribe if you find any of this interesting. This is a short video, but I really want to make this point because I've came across a few people, a few friends lately that had just bought a new camera, they have a nice lens, but then they cheap out on these things and it freaks me out. So I want to make this clear once and for all. The thing is, ND filters are literally the last piece of the puzzle that you need to invest money in. You just spend $4,000 or $5,000 for a camera like a Sony A7S or FX3. You just bought a lens for like $1,200, and then you can't not spend an extra $100 and put one of these cheap filters on top of the lens. Even just looking at it right now with this little thing behind me, you can see that this filter right here compared to these looks cheaper, and this looks a lot darker because it's a 64 to 512 stops, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, this looks more weird, this feels better, it's made better. So let's get into the video and why you should care about spending more money on ND filters. The main reason that you should invest money in ND filters, it is the color shifting. See, this ND filters, I think it was $20 or $30, and I bought it when I was just starting out, and I bought the biggest, it's an 82mm, which is the biggest size you can find of ND filters usually. And I bought it because I was like, oh, I don't really have any budget, and then I just kept shooting with it and I didn't realize anything. But then I got a nice ND filter and I realized that all of my footage actually looked very weird and very greenish with this one, while with this one looks very nice and balanced. And the reason is because this is made obviously with very cheap material, cheap glass, and this is $150 more expensive, but it's made with very nice material and very nice glass, which means you don't get weird flares, you don't get weird artifacts, weird color shifting in your footage. And I think to me that is key, since you just spend so much money on such a crazy setup and then you know, cheap out $100 on this. Here's an example. Actually, let's make this more fun. So I think this is gonna work like this. So this right now, it's shot with a nice ND filter, which is on my lens now. And this is shot with the other ND filter. I have not made any adjustment in white balance. I have not made any adjustment on the grade, nothing. This is exactly how this one was, and now this is how this was. I have not touched anything. Also, just to point out, I don't know if you realize how harder it was to put this filter on compared to putting this one on. Boom. Even simpler to put on the lens. So yeah, that's one fact. And then probably the main fact that the color shifting, it just freaks me out. As soon as you notice it, it's just like, what was I doing? And I know what you're thinking by now. This video is definitely sponsored by this ND filtering company, but it's not. But I do want to mention them because they are, firstly, kind enough to send me this filter. They didn't tell me to talk about it. I will mention all the companies too. I really think that these guys, together with maybe 2-3 more companies, make the best quality filter there is. This is specific set that I have is ND2 to whatever, variable ND filter. This set is from Moment, and it's I think $200 for the 2 ND filter, which is ND 4 to 32 and then 64 to 512, so you're covered all around. But there's another only company. There's also Polar Pro, there's also Freewell, there's a bunch of very nice company that's different There's so many nice companies that actually make good filters, and most of them, they will charge between $150 to $200 for a good filter. So pretty much you don't need to follow like, oh, this company is better or what. Just look at the price, honestly, and if it's like $150 to $200, it's probably a good filter because it's made from good material. Another very cool feature about this specific set from Moment, and I believe also Polar Pro has it, is that they are actually hard stop, which means, is it? You twist it and it just stops into the actual ND that you need, which allows you to just not have this weird like cross coming up or too much of a vignetting in your footage, which is also very handy. And you know, it doesn't go further than it's supposed to go, which is amazing, because this one is just like just a loop, like it just keeps going, like, see, keeps going, never stops. So yeah, that's another thing. That's pretty much all I want to talk in this video, guys. I just came across a few people who were not actually caring about the ND filters, and I was a bit shocked by it, to be honest, and I wanted to make this video because that made me realize how many people probably out there maybe haven't realized this. And I know there are a bunch of videos about cheap ND filters versus expensive one, but I just wanted to make my own. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, like it, subscribe down below, leave a comment, leave some love, and I'll see you guys in the next video.